Hi, mambo vipi?
Poa, unajua kuongea Kiswahili?
Kidogo, still learning. But obviously Marioo, Harmonize, they have this calming, beautiful mzuri sound, that bongo sound, you know?
Okay, karibu kuitazama Dems Media kwa mara nyingine tena. Mimi ni Abdouly Djuma. So, nafikiri ni muda mrefu sana tulikuwa tukiwapa story nyingi kuhusiana na Oleahh, moja kati ya wanadada ambao wanafanya vizuri sana kwenye industry ya muziki wa Bongo Fleva kwa sasa hivi, na of course kazi zake zinakwenda viral sana. Watu wanapenda vile ambavyo wanafanya kuanzia kwenye nyumbani na kazi nyingine. Ana moja kati ya nyimbo yake mpya ambayo amefanya na Country Wizzy, Country Boy. Sasa hiyo ni moja kati ya project ambazo tutakuja kuzungumzia leo, pamoja pia na safari yake ya muziki ambayo ameifanya kwenda Uganda, lakini pia na Kenya ambapo amefanya tour yake kule na kufanya baadhi ya show nzuri sana ambazo watu wengi wa East Africa wamezipokea kwa ukubwa zaidi. Tunaye Oleahh. Hi.
Hi, mambo vipi?
Poa, unajua kuongea Kiswahili?
Kidogo, still learning.
We want to know about your collaboration with Country Boy.
Yeah.
Can you say something about that?
Yes, you know, I'm very lucky because I have a new song called Umependeza with Country Wizzy, Country Boy. And he's a very well-known name here in Tanzania. He's a legend, icon, giving hip-hop some legacy in this country. And I met him in a bar in Dar es Salaam. For a long time, I was thinking that I wanted to work with him because he's a very versatile artist. And then I asked him, do you want to join on my track? And he said, yes.
Okay. Can you tell how do you choose the artist to do with collaborations and find some good vibe, some good moment, especially in Bongo Fleva? Can you tell us how do you do to get some good song like that?
Yeah, so usually when I make a song, I go to the studio first, and when I go to the studio, I don't think about collaborations. I just follow my emotion, my happiness, my mood, my energy. And what happens in that studio is very interesting because when I go inside, I don't know what I'm going to make, and when I come out, I have made something. So for this song with the Country Wizzy, I had made a song without even thinking about having any kind of collaboration, but now I had made a vibe song. It's Amapiano, so check it out. There was a part of the song that was lacking. Like I was thinking, maybe on this song I need to put some spice, I need to put something else. Like the last part of the song needs to be something. So I was starting to think about who can I collaborate with. And for me, I like to do unexpected things. So I like to mix bongo flavor, amapiano, hip hop. I like to bring in different spices into my music. So I was thinking about Country Wizzy because if you make an amapiano song and then now you add some hip hop on it, it's gonna be cool.
You have just concluded a regional tour across Kenya and Uganda. From a professional standpoint, how does the reception of bongo flavor and amapiano differ across this border?
It's very interesting to see in East Africa how everything is coming because, you know, I tend to see East Africa as a region, just like we look at West Africa as a region, but there are so many different flavors and spices in this region. And what I can say is that, you know, in Tanzania, we are very into amapiano, bongo flavor. It's huge here. And in Kenya, it's like R&B and reggaeton and dancehall, and when you go to Uganda it's full dancehall. But they are still very open to bongo flavor, and especially in Kenya, Tanzanian artists have a good reputation. They love the bongo flavor over there. I hear Marioo, Harmonize, Zuchu, Diamond on repeat when I'm in Kenya. I think Kenyans actually love Tanzanian music more than Kenyan music.
Touring East Africa comes with a logical and culture hurdles. What was the most significant challenge you faced on the road, and how did it shape you as a performer?
Being on this tour has really shaped me as a human being and artist. I'm just coming back 2 days ago, and when I came back to Tanzania, I was like, I'm home, nyumbani. You know, it can be quite emotionally, practically devastating, you know, like when you go from country to country. It's obviously very interesting to travel. It's a big privilege, thanks to God, thanks to my family. to travel and see the world like this. But it's also you get tired when you are like you're supposed to perform. It's pressure. It's TV. You're supposed to sing for people. So I think this tour has given me a lot of strength to continue, really.
Okay. During your tour, your time in Nairobi and Kampala, what was that one specific moment or fun interaction that made you release your music is truly breaking international borders?
I think this what was the most surprising moment for me in Kampala is just that I was there just for 6 days. But during this time, I was able to connect with some artists on Instagram. I was doing very hard research on who are the big artists over there. And on my last day in Kampala, I made a new song in dancehall with Bafana. He's a big artist of dancehall in Uganda. So, and the studio session was very similar to how we do it in Tanzania. It's all about the community, you know. So when you record, a lot of people come to watch you record. It's almost like a concert itself. Yeah. So I think for me, now working on a new dancehall song is just another spice to my career. That was, I'm really excited now to hit the dancehall community as well. Yeah.
You're back in Tanzania now after being away on tour. What is a fast strategic move for you, for your brand, to reconnect with the Tanzanian audience?
I think, you know, while I was on tour, I was releasing my EP, Amapiano EP, produced here in Tanzania. And I need to continue. I'm going to have like a EP launch for this EP to promote it more, because all of these songs are in Kiswahili, and this is a mix of Bongo Fleva and Amapiano. So I think even though I was in Kenya and Uganda, my EP fits more into Tanzania, the Tanzania sound and the South African sound. So my plan now is to promote this EP well, invite a lot of people to my EP launch, and then also I want to. This is a long-term strategy, but for me, I want to see more of Tanzania and connect more with fans in different regions, not just always be in Dar es Salaam. Like, I'm very thankful for all the opportunities in Dar es Salaam, but I also want to perform and see and connect more with people in Morogoro, in Mwanza, in Mbeya, Kilimanjaro, Arusha.
Okay. More about your EP, your plan about that EP?
Yeah, this EP is just a full-on Amapiano club music EP. It's all about the vibes. And the reason why I made an Amapiano EP is because I used to live in South Africa, and I used to go to Amapiano clubs. And at the time, Amapiano wasn't that big yet. It's like 10 years ago. So we used to go to these secret clubs and listen to Amapiano, and I was like, wow, this sound is crazy. And by the time I left South Africa, Uncle Waffle was starting to climb, you know, and the Amapiano sound was starting to become very international. So for me, the Amapiano comes from staying in South Africa, and this EP is all about the vibe. I have also dedicated one song alone to God, because there would be no EP, no music, no nothing without God. So this song is called Mongo di Mwema, and I'm actually interested in just this song to make a remix, maybe with a gospel artist, to go deeper into that gospel of the Mongo di Mwema. But the other songs, they are called Nyumbani. It's a hit song. Check out the video on YouTube. Umependeza with Country Wizzy, also a hit song. And then there is a song called Berlin, because Berlin is almost as crazy as is East Africa. Very fun there. And then the last song is called Sawubona Baby. And Sawubona is Zulu, and it means hello. How are you?
Okay.
Yes.
You're so interested, huh?
Yeah.
What artist do you prefer to collaborate in your gospel song?
My DMs are open. So anyone watching this gospel artist, you are free to initiate or even ask me to collaborate, because the gospel field is a very unknown area for me. So for anyone watching, they are welcome to come with the advice on collaborations. But when it comes to other collaborations, I'm always open to whether it is Ira Star or Jiva, you know, in Tanzania.
Why Jiva?
Jaiva is a big hit maker. Like the way, his music, like this oh to, this song has been playing a lot the last year. That hit song, it really resonates with my EP, my Amapiano EP, because it's the same kind of vibe. I actually met Jaiva in the same bar I met Country Wizzy. And I said, can we collaborate? And he said, yes. So who knows what's going to happen.
He's one of your favorite artists in Tanzania.
Yeah, Jaiva is a hit maker. I really like.
Okay. 3 or 5 artists. When you hear their music, say, this one is the best artist.
Yeah, like it's very hard to choose here because you have so many artists in Tanzania, and I'm still discovering after being in the music industry for 1 year. But obviously, Marioo, Harmonize, they have this calming, beautiful mzuri sound, that bongo sound, Abigail Chams, big star, icon. Chino Kid, also a big hit maker, I must say. I think that was 5. Also would like to give a shout out to my fiance, Mr. Kesho. He's also a beautiful voice.
Being an expatriate artist in East Africa, have you ever felt the need to work twice as hard to prove your authenticity in the Bongo Fleva scene?
Yes, it doesn't come without problems that I'm sitting here as a Muzungu girl. I'm a white girl in Africa, and I'm very aware of the political context of how I cannot just come here being a white person making Bongo Flava music. Sometimes I feel like maybe it's not my place to come here and sing Swahili and take other people's culture, but for me it's more about cultural appreciation, really, to show my appreciation to the East African culture and to show my appreciation for the Swahili language. And I hope people know that it's because I love it here. And I think in music, whether it is me going to East Africa or an artist from Tanzania going to Europe, music is a cultural bridge. It's a way where we can explore each other's cultures. And we should just see that as something, as inspiration, rather than something that is bad.
So,
yeah.
The music industry can be forgiving for independent artists. What is your blueprint for dealing with professional setbacks or negative industry pressure?
Yeah, I know. There's no doubt that the music industry is a place with a lot of pressure, and especially as a woman, you should look good. It's a very male-dominated industry as well, and it comes with pressure of how you should look. And then we also live in a time where TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, all the social platforms will catch what you do very, very fast. So definitely, I can feel the pressure a lot in this industry. I'm not gonna lie. But on bad days, I always try to think about why do I want to do this? And for me, it's like a huge, even just the feeling of going to a studio to create something. That's one of my favorite things to do, to make music. And the other thing is just the energy and the engagement when you are on a stage and you engage with fans. That also gives me a lot. So I try to not pay too much attention to the haters in the comment sections, because there will always be haters, no matter what you do.
Okay. As a co-founder of Mapenzi Studio,
yeah,
how does owning your own recording space change your creative process compared to working in 3D part studios?
I mean, has been a massive difference for me. The last year before I started Mapenzi Studio, I was always visiting other people's studios. So, you come into different energies, different people, and you are like in line, and maybe someone else is going to record before you, and you're trying to adapt and be quiet. And so when I got my own studio, I just felt like so comfortable, because now I can have the time to take that space to create my own sound. So the new EP, Club EP, Amapiano, is really, really a result of me finding my own sound together with producer Mafia. It would never happen without this studio.
Okay. Coming from Norway,
yeah,
Bongo Flava has a very specific culture soul. How did you master the nuance of the genre to the point of recording fluently in Swahili?
Yeah, I think I'm still discovering the sound, by the way. I think I'm finding my own way into it because I don't want to try to sound like something that I'm not. So I think on this EP, you can definitely hear that I have a big inspiration from Tanzania and from Bongo, and obviously it is in Swahili. But at the same time, it's like Bongo Fleva, but it's Norwegian Bongo Fleva. Or it's like I hope it sounds like my own thing, but it definitely has roots from Bongo Flava. Yeah.
It's so good. You wear many hats as a musician, DJ, journalist, and podcast host. How do you strategically balance these roles to ensure one does overshadow the professional growth of the other?
Yeah, one thing I usually say is that I wish, inshallah, that one day we can pay artists the same price as we pay for football players, Okay. Because here in Tanzania, we live in a society where we value football and music. Those two things are very important in Tanzania. Yeah. But for some reason, we just pay football players and we don't really pay artists. And this is a problem all over the world. Musicians, unless you are like Davido or Burna Boy or Diamond Platinum, you don't get paid enough to survive as an artist. So as artists, we are forced to be entrepreneurs. We are forced to do many things. We are forced to work full time and do music at night and work during the day. So for me, I think first it's just, I'm doing a lot of things, but doing different things, being a journalist during the day and an artist at night also gives me more creativity. When you see things more clearly when you are doing different things. And I mean, having a studio and being an artist, that's also just two sides of the same coin. So, I think for all artists out there who are starting now, always try to see what other approach you can do in music industries. Try to see if you can manage another artist. Try to see if you can sell artist t-shirts. Approach the music industry with many ways. That's how you can survive in this industry. Yeah.
Okay. What was the exact moment that led you to shift from documenting Bongo Flava as a journalist to becoming an active participant and singer in the industry?
I think I was feeling when I came back to Tanzania in February that I had been mainly a digital artist. I made a lot of music videos last year. I was recording songs. I released them. But I was just starting to feel like I need to sing. I need to be on stage. I need to interact with people. I need to be a real artist. And that. I was starting to feel like impatient. Like I need to be on stages, just like a football player needs to be on the field. So this impatience was why I was creating this tour and this EP, that now I want to be serious about this. I want to create something. I need to be on a stage, not just be a digital artist at home. Yeah.
Okay. Where fans can find your music in the digital platform, your name and everything?
Yeah, my name is Oleah, Oleah. So you find me on all the platforms. Audiomack, I know it's big here in Tanzania. YouTube, I have some good videos there. Oleah, H. And then, same goes for all the other platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Oleah, H. And also on Instagram, Oleah Music, TikTok, Oleah Music. And also, hopefully, you will find me on the stage. Yeah.
Okay, so finally, as a founder of your own project, what legacy are you trying to build with your music and media platforms in the next 5 years?
I'm trying to create a movement where it's not just about me being an artist, but it's about all the people around me who I collaborate with, where we create a studio where not only me, I make music, but where we also give seeds for other artists to grow. And I also hope I can be helping other women who want to enter the industry to see that it is possible. We don't have to wait for the perfect day, just start, and we are learning across the way. So that's what I want to create.
Okay. A message.
My fans in Tanzania, it's because of you that I am an artist. I would never be an artist if it wasn't for Tanzania. Tanzania has shaped me so much with the big artist community, the big creativity, the big community that is here. It's very supportive. So I had to move from my own country to Tanzania to discover that I can be an artist, and that's because of the support I get here. So asante sana sana. I really appreciate, and I'm trying to learn Swahili so I can even communicate more.
Okay, take the mic.
Yeah.
Tell them to subscribe at Dems Media and follow our social platforms,
Yes.
Instagram and TikTok, Dems Media.
Hello, this is Oleahh here. I'm an artist living in Tanzania. You should go and subscribe at Dems Media on all digital platforms. Great media, a lot of entertainment news. Check it out. Follow Dems Media.
Thank you.